along to another edition of Adventures with Otis, and this morning we've walked up to the top of Cotswold Way in Newport just to take in the view. Look at that. From here these lucky people can actually see across to England. They can see the 7 bridges right away across the Bristol Channel estuary. We're looking directly over at Clevedon at the moment, right the way along. Anyway, how are you doing, Otis? You ready for your walk? Let's go. Well, there's not going to be much history involved in today's walk, I'm afraid. We're just going to enjoy the fresh air, it being a little bit cooler, and also the woodlands. So we've literally just walked, we've only walked about a mile from the house, but up off Chepstow Road, up the Cotswold Way, and instantly into the beautiful woodlands that run parallel with Christchurch Road, and this is known as the Lawrence Hill Woods. Okay, Otis, good boy. And you may have seen us on this walk a couple of times before from different angles, but today it's just going to be a leisurely stroll just to get back onto Newport terra firma. Okay, Otis, come on this way. Yep, Otis is just checking out, make sure nothing's changed since we were away. All's good with the world, Otis? Back to the real adventures of Otis, running around enjoying the woodlands. What are you sniffing at? Oh, just a piece of stick. Okay. Hey Otis, would you like to go up to the next level? If we go through the woods and then up to the grassland where you can go zoom and maybe chase some bunny rabbits, would you like that? Well, I'd like to say good morning to you all and welcome along to our walk this morning, and a quick hi to Andy, Michelle and John. Are you John, Johnny or Jonathan these days? I'm guessing you're a John now. Lovely to see you guys yesterday, absolutely beautiful, and it was a nice place to stop on the way home. Come on, Otis, this way. And we'll just head down to the first viewpoint. Wow, look at this. No. Something I was talking to Andy and Michelle about yesterday was Ringwood Hill and how it was built to house the employees of Standard Telephones and Cables. Standard Telephones and Cables unfortunately closed down 15 years ago now. But in 1955 it was established in Newport over the Corporation roadside, and when they moved or migrated all the workers that they'd chosen to work for the Newport plant down from Leicestershire and from London, they housed them all in Ringwood Hill. But Ringwood Hill wasn't ready at the time. I'm actually looking at Ringwood Hill right this minute. So all these houses here were built for the workers. Now, Ringwood Hill was originally part of the Bishpool Quarry for the brickworks at Bishpool, and you can still find bricks today around Newport with Bishpool written on them, and this is where they would have been made. But until they found their final place in the housing line of Ringwood Hill, just the other side of the trees, actually the other side of that little 5G mast, is Elgar Avenue and Elgar Circle and Elgar Crescent, and that's the land of Alway. And they were temporarily housed at Alway on those three streets. And I guess they were the original residents actually of Alway as well, of the new council houses that were built there. Now those said council houses have recently been built, bulldozed to the ground, and now they're a nice private residential houses built. Okay, I should put my teeth in this morning. Anyway, we're looking at a great view here across at Langwern. That is where we went for a walk the other day. So that is where the Langwern Steelworks would have been. I believe there's an Amazon building over there now, apart from the Glanglyn housing estate. Now I'm going to just zoom down. I'll pan down. This area here, which was directly opposite my grandmother's, Otis loves to run around there. That was actually one of the first places that he made a little zoom video. That was the main quarry for the brickworks. There you go. Well, I wasn't really going to make this into a history lesson, but there we go. We've had a little bit of history. We're going to go on now and enjoy our walk and some more views. Otis, should we head straight up the bank? Grab your lead. Let's go. Good boy. Otis, up the hill. Good boy. Oh, so I go up in front of you so that I don't trip over you. Oh, it's getting a little bit overgrown and a bit prickly this morning. There we are. That's our little mountaineering feat for the day. And this will take us up to the overnight camp from the days when Oliver Cromwell passed through Newport with his army, deploying lots of cannonballs over the area and also smashing up churches and such. And that was the English Civil War. And this was his spot where they stayed overnight to rest their weary legs. Is that right, Otis? Come on, let's find some rabbits. So I mentioned the brickyards of Newport. There are actually two, and there are two brickyard lanes in Newport. The one brickyard lane at Bishpool had no houses, it was just a brickyard. The other brickyard lane is over at Tulterine, because there was also a brickworks at Tulterine back in the early 1800s, and they were the two main brick manufacturing plants in Newport. Because back then all your bricks and mortar were all all made locally. I was going to say resourced, but couldn't get my words out. Hey Otis, you're going to go Zoom? You not? You tired this morning? Back to the Welsh air. It's a little bit thicker, I think, than the Scottish air. It's really fresh up there. I find it quite murky and muggy down here. Do you as well? Okay. Well, let's go for a little viewpoint. Up here you can see a lot more than we could at the vantage point lower down. You still see the quarry there. What's left of the quarry of the brickworks, which is now Ringwood Hill. But this morning I can actually make out the lights on top of the second Severn crossing. Wow, I'm not sure if the camera can make them out, but I certainly can. That's amazing. We'll pan across, got Evermouth, which leads to Portishead. Further on down you've got the Portishead hills, which lead right the way down to Clevedon, which is hiding behind that tree. Then you've got the lowlands of Clevedon, and then that takes you around to Weston-super-Mare and Custokes. And the all-elusive power station, which is a great landmark for Newport. We used to have 3 chimneys altogether, because there were 2 large Uskmouth power station buildings all running off coal. They switched to biomass fuel in the 80s, 90s. Was it the 90s? Yeah, it was the late 90s. And now we are near enough running off wind generation. And if I lift the camera up a little bit and over the top, you can see Flatholm and Steepholm in the opposite order. So on the left is Steepholm, on the right is Flatholm Islands, and then that takes you around to the Cardiff Headlands, back to Wales. And you just make out the iconic Transporter Bridge hiding in the background. There we are, back to Newport and the views we have. And here's Otis. How are you? You chasing rabbits today? Are you going to do Zoom? Zoom time! 1, 2, 3, Zoom! And to the left, Zoom! And to the right, Zoom! And to the left, Zoom! And to the right, Zoom! And to the left, and down. What a good boy you are. Okay. As I said, this is a very short video this morning. Just say hi and welcome back to Newport. We're going to say cheerio. Otis and I are just going to have a little bit of fun up here before we go back home. You can say goodbye. Otis? Otis, you can say goodbye? Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.